And so they came, at a friend's behest. With memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV with the Rude Man. I just checked after the last episode, and we are only one away from one quest line away from Roland being able to take over again. So, and that should happen in this episode because it's a very short one. We have one fight to do, and then we can take over. So, but there is two quests that you were looking at right now. If you look just below here, Honoring the Past and Ill-Fated Friends. Ill-Fated Friends, once we do that, then we'll be ready for the next quest, which is the one that Roland is on. But he's already done Honoring the Past. So we need to go do that one first, because Roland has already done it. Excuse me. So, let's go to Cloud Top. We'll take a flight over there. Good evening, adventure. What can I do for you? The battle standard of the Steel Vigil, charred by flame, just as I remember, though there is much I wish I could do not to remember from that day. In the wake of the calamity, we were all but defenseless, and Svara and Safat saw fit to give us no quarter. I should hope to never again see a battle so bloody. He laid down his life for our nation, for the few of us who escaped with our lives. A true leader to the bitter end, and I will always treasure the years spent under him. But I am not worthy of a memento such as this. Though she may be reluctant to accept it, Lady Lynette should be the one to have this. I realize she has her own way to deal with grief, but I suspect that's why she did not attend the ceremony. But in all my years serving House Holy Halienart, they have never been the sort to simply let go of family. Please, friend, take this battle standard to her. Now, I mentioned there are a few differences between the character I'm playing right here and Roland. Although I tried to make them close in what they have done, it's simply not possible, because this character that I'm playing right now was already close to being the level that Roland is, and I played them differently. For example, Roland is only a level 1 gladiator, where this character is like level 19 or 20 gladiator, because I played gladiator with this character for a while. As a matter of fact, this character started out as a gladiator, where Roland started out as a summoner. So there's going to be a few differences, but they're minor when it comes to the main quest line. The main quest line I kept, completely legit, so they will be close. Not including the physical looks of them are a little bit different. Hello there, Kit. Is there something you need? The battle standard from the Steel Vigil. Oh, you are too kind. This is a most unexpected gift. Claudemont was a good man, always ready to put his men's needs before his own. They were a family, and they mourned his loss like family, though I wish they had not followed Francel's example. He insisted on a post in central Corthius, hoping to avenge him someday, and Claudemont's men were quick to follow suit. But I refused to dwell on the past, grieving at gathering year after year. It's not what he would have wanted. Nay, he would have me live my own life and fulfill my own dreams. His passing was a great loss to our house, but such hardships are not unfamiliar to us. Times are hard, but we will move forward, and in time, Ishgard will become the great nation he believed it could be, free of war. Okay, now she's got another quest that I don't know of, so let me double check that. Clipped wings. It's another win, so we have to take it. Okay. Excuse me, Kit. Moment of your time, if I may? I recently received a special request for assistance with zoological research, but I am at a loss as to how to fulfill it. Are you familiar with Gale cats? They bear a striking resemblance to kittens, but with wings. An acquaintance of mine is writing an article on their physiology and requires a sample of their wings for her work. Their sweet appearance belies a rather nasty temperament, and if it were simply a matter of slaying them, I would handle it myself. The problem, however, is that taking a proper sample requires a delicate touch, a certain finesse that is beyond the capabilities of men and myself. Of her men and herself. Because they are so fragile, you may not obtain a proper sample from the first you fell. But I have no doubt a man of your talents can produce a wing of immaculate quality. I realize this is a rather personal request, but I would be forever in your debt. All right, so we're looking for those little cat birds. It's a bird that looks like a cat. Weird. Looks more like a bat to me. Oh, they meow. All right, now we hope we got a wing. Let's get our. I gotta remember to keep this Kokobo out, or he's not gonna level. I've done that in the past, and it's not good. You need to get them leveled up. It's easier to do when you're not paying attention. Just bring them out, let them fight with you, and they'll level on their own. All right, so far, nothing. She said there would be a few before I would get a one of quality. There we go. How fares your research? I realize obtaining an undamaged Gale Cat wing is no easy feat. My, what an extraordinary find. I am pleased to see your persistence has paid off. With this, she can resume her work on Cloudkin. Oh, how forgetful of me not to mention it sooner. This sample is meant for Altellone, the renowned naturalist. She's hard at work on a new article for New Erosian Geographic and requested a sample be delivered with the utmost haste. You can be sure she will hear it was the incomparable Kit Deshane who made possible her latest work of Cloudkin. There we go. All right, time to head back. To Foundation. Forgot where I was going. Back and forth and back. Now, our last quest led us to look for Totero at the tavern and try to see if she knows anything about the leader of the resistance. I'm calling it a resistance. I can't remember what they call themselves. Freedom fighters, who knows? That seems to be the norm. So it's off to the tavern, or the pub, or the ale house. What else can you call it? There she is. Kit, Alphinaw. Good gods, I've been worried sick. It's so good to see you. And you, Totero. How did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? Gibrillion and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully, but what about you two? What came of your journey? Oh, you missed it all, Totero. You're not serious. What was Sir Emmerich thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Well, anyway, I've heard rumors of the people you're looking for, but I doubt that they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongrel. A queer moniker, if ever I have heard one. But maybe it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us make inquiries below. We're going down under. All right, we're going to go talk to the small folk. Hello. Eh? What's that? Speak up. I can't hear as well as I used to. By the way, we picked up Dark Knight. Okay, we did. Never mind. Broom Rat. I don't know a damn thing about the mongrel, but if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. You snotty little brat. Quit that, you little booger. I say, stop. Have I got that? I think I might have that. Yeah, I do. Here, take that, sucker. You have to be standing in a snowbank to do that. Not very accurate either. Not accurate at all. So, Roland, when we get to him, which is real soon, is a little bit further ahead than Kit is. As a matter of fact, Roland made it up past level 70. And so Roland's already got Sage. If we look at that, if we look at the jobs, we've got Sage here. That starts at 70. Roland already has that. Roland also already has Reaper. But he doesn't have, because he's not 80 yet, he doesn't have Pictomancer or Viper. So, well, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Anyway, I don't recall doing anything with those two jobs, so I think just the fact of taking the job isn't going to make any difference. Broom Starveling. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here. Mongrel dog, huh? All right, well, we didn't actually get any information from anybody, did we? Not a single shred of information. Just as I expected, these revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the masses' complicity. Still, it is good to know that Tetero's ears are as sharp as ever. His sharp ears. The spice of life, Alphana is not one to be easily deterred. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the broom, why not go and see if Gilberlant knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Night, surely he must have heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope that there will be more forthcoming than the others. Okay, up to the tavern we go. What level is this one? This one is still level 56, so we're close. Very close. I'm excited. I can't wait to take Roland back over. Since he's the one that we started this dance with. It'll be nice to get him back in on the job. He's went through quite a metamorphosis, by the way. You probably aren't aware. Of course you wouldn't be. I created him as a human and then changed him to a cat and started recording. After I stopped recording 3 years ago, I changed him to something else. And then I changed him to one of the bunny guys. And then when I decided to start recording again, I thought, oh, God, what am I going to do? He's a bunny guy now. And I don't really care for the bunny guys. I like playing the bunny girls, but not the bunny guys. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to have to change him back to a cat. And I couldn't remember what he looked like. So I had to go back and do a little research on that. Finally figured it out. You know, people long for sympathetic ear, but the need to know that it comes with tight lips. Discretion, Kit, that's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction. But to do that, I'll need you to do something for me. So happens there's a hunter up in the Crozier who owes me a favor and a bit of coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go and get them for me. Agreed? Okay, we're being a Uber. Is it Uber or DoorDash? We're DoorDashing for this guy. And it's in the pillars. The pillars. All right, let's see where we need to go. We need to go up into the pillars, but where in the pillars? Oh, I don't see. I can't see where I'm supposed to go. Oh, there. Okay, so we need to go to the Jeweled Crozier. Okay, we're going to the market. So the guy's in the market. I just didn't look far enough north. Well, it'd be west, I guess. There he is. The hulking hunter. He is a big boy, isn't he? So you're Gilbrandt's errand boy. Well, good. How's he doing? Same as always. Right. Any road. I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of his bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. Well, it might be kind of hard to find growing things in this kind of weather. It always seems to be snowy and icy, so I don't think they have a summer. This didn't always used to be like this, by the way, and when they had the big meteor shower It was actually more than that. They were having a war, and somebody had a good idea that they would take this asteroid and force it down onto the land and blow it up and kill everybody. And so that's what they attempted to do. We attempted to stop it. Well, it didn't get stopped. Part of it actually hit. And that's where you see all these energy spikes of, molten lava or whatever sticking out of the ground. That's what happened when this thing hit. Anyway, we need to go to or in the case of the game, any road. Any road. We need to go back to the tavern. Whoops, wrong guy. Whoa. Hello. Sniff, sniff. Well, you going to hand them over or not? I don't know. They smell pretty good. I was going to leave them in my pocket for a little longer. Aye, this ought to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. There are a few things which stir the hearts of men like a sip of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Oh, is that so? Now that I think of it, there's a woman I know who's rather fond of this blend. Haritha is her name, and she resides in the Pillars. Oh, back to the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another, I forget. Anyway, be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? Okay. DoorDash again. How much does this pay anyway? Or am I just doing this for fun? Right, if I'm not mistaken, we go back to the jeweled crozier, only this time we head up this way where the residential area is. I think. I may be wrong. Yeah, it looks like I am wrong. Looks like it's... Oh, it's way in the hell over there. I was completely wrong. Okay. But was I really wrong? It is still part of a residential area, so that I had right. Hello. Yes, I am she. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, sir? No, but you know my wine. I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare, her special recipe. It must be decades since I've last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame that she was taken by that baron. He cut a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. 'Twas not more than infatuation, what she felt, but she convinced herself it was love, and he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, gods, the scandal. I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a hire made it so much. Well, I needn't tell you. She was discharged from his service, cast out onto the streets like so much refuse. After she returned to the broom, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. So the scandal is that this place is made up of elves, or they don't call themselves that, Elysians. Anyway, they're elves. They have the ears. And the maid was a human. And so that was the scandal. He'd given a baby to a human. And, they're beneath the elves. So that means that the woman had a half-breed child, which wouldn't be very good in this town. Report to Gillibrand. We're going back to the Forgotten Night. The Forgotten Night. So the amorous nobleman beds his maidservant, then casts her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Could comfort for the women and children who live it, though. Cold comfort. A child apart. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Geraldex, for example. Surely you've heard of him, no? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the Broom. A man of many vows, but none which prohibits spirituous beverages. Aye, if ever there was a man who deserved a drink, it'd be him. Okay. Well, I'm guessing he's probably down below in the Broom. But then I guessed wrong on the other one. Whee! Look at that, just like a cat lands on his feet. Oh, and there he is. Doesn't look like a monk. Well, maybe he does. Halone's blessing upon you, sir. A gift? For me? This scent. How reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. Yet somehow she found time to help me tend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. 'Twas that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. That little girl, bless her heart, she couldn't help what she was. Eventually, she won them over, but those first few years were trying, even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out as if searching for her mother's face in the mist. Okay, so back up to the tavern. I guess we're slowly getting the information we need. We know we're looking for a half-breed. And there's only going to be one way to tell. She's going to have the ears of the elf, but she's going to be short like a human. So now at least we've got an image in mind. But that might explain why they call her the mongrel, because she's a half-breed. She was a remarkable woman, Kit. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future, for her daughter's future. Bloodlines. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us, and divides us in the end. It's the legacy of our parents, Kit, and we can't escape it, no matter how hard we try. And so the mongrel and her pups choose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. Maybe. I guess we'll try. I don't know how far I'm supposed to run down, so I'm going to come down a little at a time. Nope, I still got to go down. And then this way. Oh, There's a woman we talked to before. Still looking for your mongrel? Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around, if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone specific? Well, I'm looking for a mongrel with ruby red eyes and raven black hair. Well, that's the only description we have so far, so I'm going with that one. Huh? Someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you, though. I won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you ain't out of the broom. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? And here we are back again to square one. Do we have to go? All right, I don't know where Alphino's at. Looks like he's up above. He must be up there. No, he's still up. You can tell that by looking at the mini map, and you'll see the green check mark. Okay, if you look closely at the check mark, there's an up arrow on it, which means that the level of the person you're looking for is above you. It's hard to see because the map is very small. And there he is. Have you made any progress? So our mongrel was born of an Alasian nobleman and a Hurrian maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but it's far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we need only remain vigilant. Yeah, there can't be that many half-breeds around here, because it doesn't sound like it was a common thing to have happened. Ah, look, we're at level 57. Fire and blood. I think this might be it. Alphino is considering now best to proceed with the hunt for the mongrel. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out into the open. Maybe we should discuss this with Totero. Speaking of which, where is she? Confound it. She went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Kit. I have a premonition this is not going to end well. Really? Did you read ahead? That's not fair. All right, we are below. Yeah, see the big orange arrow in the mini map? That's what tells you that what you're looking for is up above or down below, or on the same level you're at. Notice it went away, so it must be this level. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, maybe not. Oh, wait. There's my destination. I see it now. I see it clearly. You cast your gaze over the streets below, but no sign of Totero. Ah, there we go. It's another clue. How could we miss it? And there's Alphino. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you've had no luck either? Nope. Wait a minute. I hear somebody. The pitter-patter of tiny little feet. Ah! I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. Oh, bullies. Great. Wait, down there. Isn't that Totoro? Gasp, those men are chasing her. Quickly, Kit, after them. Uh-oh. Dead end. What are they going to do to the poor
Where
little
do you
thing?
think you're going, Missy?
Missy? Who you calling Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Piss off? How about piss on? I'm going to piss on you.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out the house 4 Tom's Manor all the time.
So, what's your point?
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
Yeah, maybe. What's it to you? Are you a heretic?
Quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
No, you don't know what you're doing.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
It's the mongrel. I have a character of her.
Hilda.
Yes, Hilda. Now, the difference is, notice she has elf ears, but she's human. That's a special character in the game. You can't have one. It's not available to you. So I couldn't make her look like she looks. She's got regular human ears. But other than that, I've got her to look just like this, even the hairdo. The hairdo just came out about a couple weeks ago, and you have to buy it with real money. And it only works on one character, so I had to buy it specifically for this character. And she knows who we are.
Lay a finger on the Blue Bloods pups, and you're like to lose the hand.
She knows who we are.
And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? The Forgotten Night, maybe? Notice that one is a human. The other one was an elf. Well, they don't call themselves elves, but that's what they are, just the same. Nobody else would, have ears like that. I mean, the elephant doesn't even have ears like that. Kicking everybody out. Little privacy, please. Pub is closed.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
You got the right of it.
Eh? What are they on about?
The high houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike.
Yep, that's the right of it.
And so Sir Emeric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Yeah, that's not going to go over very well.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Yep.
Well, seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emeric to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Emeric is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
What in the hell's...
Ow. Was that necessary?
The unmistakable scent of heresy.
What would you know about heresy? Oh, nice lipstick. You look like a clown.
And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do. Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir'd be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens, I've got irons of my own.
Oh, nice trick. Uh-oh.
Such simple creatures, rats. Certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here, your toys could hurt someone.
Oh, and they won't outside? Alrighty, I guess we have to fight this Poppin' Jay. First thing you want to take out is the surgeon there because he heals them. So take him out first. Alright, now we can take out the other guys. At least we have Alphino. Alphino can heal us. Take this guy out. I'm watching for other surgeons to come in. Yep, there's another one right there. Okay, you can get them because they'll just keep healing everybody. And not people on your side. As you can well see, the bishop's knights have special powers. Where they get them, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it's Horsefant. He's a knight. He can help. Even in the daytime, a knight can help. Yeah, that was pretty sad. There's another surgeon. Get him. Get him.
Filthy rats!
What are you calling a rat? I gotta protect Alphino. Although he can protect himself, he's kind of a tough little guy for a 13-year-old, for a teenager. Got him.
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Yeah, he's talking to us. We're the heavy hitters.
Enough!
Now, what's that? How'd he do that? Must be special lipstick.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Nay,
yeah.
'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
Well, maybe. Maybe. It wasn't all of it. Most of it was
the Heavensward might come here as well.
hand to hand.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavensward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Oh, really? The Heavensward. Now, we've already fought Gurino. He was the one that arrested Alphino and Teteru, and we had to champion them.
Then the Heavensward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
Yeah.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause.
Watch, she's going to
Convincing
wink
little
at him.
beggar, isn't he?
Convincing little beggar, isn't he? She's going to give him a special smile. Watch, this is cute.
Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
Okay, so that was the fight that we'll take that we'll do with Roland. So we're caught up, I think. I think he took this from her first. So let's finish this up. Let me guess, you're wondering why I chose the mongrel, right? Because it's what I am, and I'm not ashamed of it. Not anymore. Besides, even my pure-blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies up on high. They, none of them, are well-bred. Hells, some of their mothers were cast out after a spot of fun, same as mine. Story old as time, and one we're sick of hearing, which is why we took up arms. Not that we mean to hold all the blue bloods to account. Some have done right by us, I'll allow, like them in House Halenart. Of course, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you? Well, yeah, I do. But enough talk. Your friend is still rotting in a cell. Let's not keep him waiting. A Knight's Calling. I think that's the one that that Roland's on. Let me double check. I don't want to go too far ahead. Dang it. Keep dropping my controller. Yeah, he's Roland just accepted this, so we're going to accept it. We've been working in secret to undermine the Holy See and the high houses. That much I'll acknowledge. But this nonsense about us throwing wide the gates for the heretics, that's nonsense. If not you, then who? Well, yeah, the Holy House did. You Temple Knights, of course, reckoned it was your beloved Sir Emmerich's doing it first, but then I heard how he lost his head. My next best guess would be the Heavensward. That way, they'd have the perfect excuse to go door to door through the broom, slaughter the heretics and their sympathizers in one fell swoop. But the Heavensward scheme did not account for Lady Iceheart's intervention, and so they have been forced to improvise. A fine bloody mess, ain't it? But the die is cast, so what's the plan? We must divert the attention of the high houses away from the city, and to do that, we need the cooperation of your allies in their service. And what makes you think I have friends in high places? You would be fools not to, given your goals. Low-born knights are our ideal recruit. Most swore fealty only out of desire for a better life. If offered an opportunity to shed the yoke and live for themselves, who among them would not be at least tempted to take it? Rare is the man eager to die for a cause he does not hold dear. But it need not come to that this day. If they and their fellow knights are deployed afield to deal with a new threat, a massing of heretics, for example, then they will be unable to join the defense of the vault. Spread false reports of an attack to get them out of harm's way, you mean? The city will not soon forget the heretics' last assault. If the high houses believe another attack is imminent, they have no choice but to act. Can it be done? Can we trick them into leaving Ishgard? Aye. Can we keep them out for long? Not bloody likely. Make sure you're ready before I send word, because you won't get a second chance at this. Then it is decided. The vault, the Archbishop must be held to account. And the Lord Commander granted his liberty. Okay, I'm not sure if Roland accepted this part. So I'm going to end it here, and either way, we'll either carry on with this little part, or we'll jump over to Roland. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, I think he did. I just checked. I think he accepted this. Hearken to me, everyone. We have two objectives: rescue Sir Emmerich and apprehend the Archbishop. We will therefore divide our forces into two parties. Estinian and I will make ready to breach the underground jail. That's jail. It looks like gaol, but it's jail. And search for the Lord Commander. We will not move, however, until the second party has entered the vault. I speak of your party, Warrior of Light, together with Lord Harshaphant and Master Alphino. For this plan to succeed, you will need to fight your way into the highest levels of the vault, even unto the Archbishop's private chambers. When the Heavensward realize what you intend, they will fly to their master's side, leaving only a token force to guard the jail. Temple Knights loyal to our cause have already secured the entrance to the vault. Once you are within, they will signal to us. If it all goes to plan, we shall rejoin you with Sir Emmerich and confront the Archbishop together. Is everyone clear as to their duties? Then let us do what we must needs do. All right, this is it. I'm going to end it here. Good place to. Besides, I think it's time. And when we come back, it will be Roland taking over, and we'll head to the vault and cause some chaos. Hope you had fun. Hope to see you then. Ta-ta for now.